See, Karen, Perlita, I don't care if you all make fun of me or the Jews. Let me do this for you, okay? Tom Surson, Jim Riley, Joe Zillig, Harry Race, Bernard LaChance, DJ Dave, Perlita Quinwan, Upton Anderson, Don Wiley, 1961, Oyster Cracker Man, All-American Antilla, GPS Castle, Robo, Rapist Knight, Red Randy, Ray Gordon and Hillary, Jim Hall, Bill Vaughn, Morgan, Steve Jones. Branch Vidians, Jonestown Hates, Evansgate. Carney Circus, Elton, or Barnum and Bailey Circus, Bernardo Ufagla, Chance to come in and Freeman. Country and Western style and ghetto life. Let me help you, Karen and Perlita and Judy Shepard and Episcopal Church man. Ford. Let me help the group of you. And any women of Horizons and you guys' little deal here, Karen and Bernard, your team, your worldwide team. Let me help you, Bernard and your regime. They can basically prove, Bernard and Perlita and Dave, that you and your regime of Negroes destroyed those pyramids. Okay? Then, Bernard, or our Central Debate Team, Karen, then they can prove that the groups of you destroy military bases, American military bases, either Edwards or Lowry or Buckley or Coronado, ones in Texas, Area 51, whatever. Especially if you're going to do the DJ Dave Ballamore at an Alien Story or Stephen J. Faust Alien Story. They can prove, Karen, you and your regime destroy military bases. Okay? Then they can also prove that, Bernard LaFagala Chance and his little Carney Circus destroys communities. It's like petting zoos. From New York all the way down wherever that thing goes. So from New York to Michigan to Colorado to Indiana to Utah to here to Florida, Texas, wherever it goes. The red shit train. Yes, they can prove that the Negroes do that. With you, Bernard LaFagala Chance, David Perlita. Especially if you're going to claim to be Masonic children, Pickett Street, Jamaica Street, and make Messiah children, Harry, Joe, if you're going to make it out of Adam, or John, or Dave, or whatever your obsession. They can prove that you guys destroy that stuff. Then, Karen, since you guys want to keep doing this shit, then they can prove that you guys destroyed casinos. Even ones with the mark the blue. Because Red Randy and them insult the blue or whatever. You're running an invert. So bear in mind. So the military could actually prove, just like the pyramids overseas in Egypt or wherever they exist, other nations, they can prove that their groups of you destroyed the Lexor. That's one of the places you guys attacked because of the Blue Man Group. Carney Renaissance Man. Because Bernard wants to be the big Broadway performer and all that shit. Then, get this, Bernardo LaFagala Chance, Perlita and Dave. They can prove also that you guys destroyed Twin Towers are part of that. Then, since they, Antilla Man and Joe and them like the terrorist attack on the school or hospitals, then Karen and your regime with Bernard LaFagala Chance and the con men of the Freemans, it's we have two origin sources, like Kansas City Royals baseball and Colorado Rockies purple, Pickett Street, Jamaica Street. Yeah, this is all based upon, they can do this, especially with the Carney Train and Crybaby and Red Randy and all that shit, and the Bit of Bet for. They can prove terrorist attack on hospital schools through school massacres, all based upon on the school massacres in the United States. That's what your regime does, Bernard LaFagala Chance. Then they can prove other things too. You guys are getting that destructive because Bernard LaFagala Chance wants to be a Nazi or communist or LGBT for rainbow fag of a little crybaby with Perlita and all that. That's the level of fag with Negroes and all that you guys are going with. They can prove a lot. Then, Karen, they can, like I said, since you guys aren't going to tell the truth about Jamaica Street or the community out here, because that's the mode that you guys have always gone in. Guess what, BB4 Lacarni, Bernard, and your 4 of Ag? They can prove you guys attacked synagogues and Jehovah's Witness Kingdom Halls too, and the sorority chicks, the V chicks. It goes back to Joe, needing to assert his penis where it don't belong, Karen. If you're gonna run a rapist birthing regime, because like I said, the Elleries and the Bidifat are starting the same process of behavior again. So they can prove that's what your regime does, Bernard LaFagala Chance. That you guys destroyed the Wave, Then you guys frame people. What else can they prove that you guys destroyed? Hospitals, schools, for the Aurora Central debate team. If you're going to do 70s show anyway. Then they can also prove you guys went after certain Hollywood celebrities. And there are both. 19 trillion debt. Bernard, if you want to keep doing this fucking show. Then they can also prove which nations that you guys obsess over and want to attack and destroy, like Israel, England, Spain, Russia, anything that's a king in Japan. They can already prove Japan, Asia. This is what happens when you run on a cult. Bernardo LaFagula chance. Destroying everybody's shit in the name of Harry J. Fagatory Race. If Harry and Dave get to fucking prove everything, Bernardo LaFagula chance, Dave, Carney, Bernard, and Perlita, they get to prove some things about Harry and Dave and your regime. Karen, Coca-Cola, Karen, and Joe, and Pepsi Center, Perlita. Especially when you guys throw it in everybody's face. What other things? Airplane hijackings. They can prove some of that. From 70, I bet the FAA, FCC would love that one. Then IHS can also prove what computer systems you guys like to attack, like Apple, Microsoft, or Google, or Oracle. Yes. Lockheed can prove that you guys want to destroy their planes. The Air Force can too. Indy, anything that you want. David, you want to whisper like a fag? They can also prove that GPS Paso Robo Minister Rapist 9 is also the rapist of Fairmount. With you, since you guys want to assess over that. They can actually prove that you like the group of you like to sleep with dead people. And like I said, they could prove also you guys desync turquoise, peach, or the blue, whatever you guys is obsessed. You guys are running the invert, we could prove the purple invert. Yep. For the purple Perlitas invert with the 1961 Oyster Experimentator and Tilafag. Purple Perlita. Charles. Ellery. Elton on that. Rockies. Harry. Colorado Rockies. Invert. Colorado. San Diego. Invert. They learn off of your inverts. I try to explain this before to you people. And then Kansas City Royals blue. Invert blue. San Diego. From Quebec to Kansas City to San Diego. And then, you know, Arizona is a training for baseball. They can prove the invert there too. What is it? Purple Mountains Majesty. Rock Mountain High. I can actually prove you guys poisoned the Colorado River if they want. Yeah, tons of stuff. There's tons of history. So if you want to test the results of the military and the firefighters, doctors, and teachers, and the FBI, CIA, NSA, and the Vatican, see the Vatican gets to prove that you guys decimated there. Fabric Cross. I mean, if you're Christians, you know. Mecca, Israel, the Lighthouse, J. Beswick Shore Lighthouse. You're all dumb, right? If you want something to work, then you guys shouldn't have abused it and ripped it all the fucking apart to put up together a birthing machine. And maybe that's what the Hiltons and Bowmans and Kennedys are kind of proving. Because of your guys' assassinations there and also overseas in England, that's a problem. While David and the Robo Rapist Knight have to assert with their Cowboy Hillbilly Hicks that they're proving non-Judaism, but they want to rebirth through. That's all Bernard and the four of them ever do, is wait in line with their nasty sicko regime of African American to do. And then you guys prove them, basically say you're not doing it. They can also prove, Karen and your regime, Bernard LaFagula chance you're so atheist with the area and those blue boy boxes, the destruction of all the ministries, starting with St. Vincent de Paul and St. Charles. St. Charles Ellery, St. Charles. And then the women he liked to stalk and prey on, St. Vincent, same thing. The only building the skydiving place are Carney Renaissance men. That's not a very good idea. And then St. Paul. Anime chicks. Remember, after certain terrorist attacks, some things might have been said behind closed doors about some of you, especially when you have an inbreed problem, is what that is Bernard LaFagula chance and Doug and Ellery and the Robo Knight that Jack Cram does. This is what you're gonna be when you assert the two rulers of the earth and desync out, Carnies. Carney Man, Bernard, and Red Randy. Some people already knew this day was gonna come of Britches' boast of all America. They can actually prove, Karen and Bernard and Ellery in your regime, David Perlita, that you guys tried to destroy the Disneyland and the Disney World and the other Disneylands and the Sea Worlds. Just like you guys tried to destroy Star Trek and Star Wars. So either way, that's why you don't evolve, Bernard, because you're a ghetto obsessed fag obsessed with crime and trying to be a badass of stank with the four of them. And that's the way it's always been with this group of you and Harry and them coming through and fucking shit all up. So that's the way you're going to be all American Attilas and Freemans. I already got the two inverts. A red, where Elton comes in. The blue, a Kansas City invert to Arizona. So actually from Quebec to Kansas City to Colorado to Arizona down. And then your purple Perlita. So that's why I posted. So we can prove the invert, Dave and Harry's story, space story, his bullshit space story about those two girls and me, Pluto and Mars invert. And then we can, if that's what you guys want to do, you'll be with the Negroes. They have the invaders of the earth, alien boy, Bernard LaFagla Chance. I told you it didn't belong to the Carney Circus or any of that shit you keep fucking pushing, Bernard, with Harry and their fucking shit broadcast lies. So you guys can and get pwned by Disney, Stan and Joe and Karen for that fucking nasty shit you all did. And Bernard can sit there and run around and lie and pretend that he owned everything and white parody when he never fucking did. And that's what you get to be, Bernard LaFagla Chance, with the four of them terrorists, dumb fucks of the earth. So you can lie with the Indian woman, Perlita, and the bit of the fat, but they got the pattern all going again, but the same family taking other people's shit, ripping it all apart, fucking it all up for everybody for who knows how fucking long, Bernard. It is repeating that much with the group of you that you're that fucking stupid for that fucking long. I have to do this like this, Bernard. And this, you want to prove what I'm doing to the children, right? Here, Bernard. I'm helping the children evolve, the boys and girls evolve. I'm teaching them how to win World War III and how to beat me. You know why? Because I want them to succeed in the future. And that's how I help the military and the firefighters, doctors, teachers, and everybody else out here. And the tech companies. I teach them how to beat me, so they learn and prepare how to beat Tom Serson, Jim Riley, Joe Dillick, Harry Wace, Bernard LaChance, DJ Dave, Perlita Quinwan, Evelyn Anderson, Don Wiley, 1961 Oyster Cracker Man, Bid the Bat Ford, Blue Boy Boxes, GPS Pastor, Robo Rapist Knight, Red Randy, Red Gordon and Ellery, Jim Hall, Bill Duvall, Morgan, Steve Jones, Jonestown, Brant, Comedians, Haven Gate, Carney, Country and Western and Ghetto Life, Baldy, East Coast Negro from the Carolinas, and Freddie from Texas, the truck driver, and Karen Faustin, and Brian and Stan of Coca-Cola, and Pepsi Center Perlita. I teach them how to beat and prepare for the group of you, because I already conceded and admit guilt, even though what you claim, Bernard, is a fucking fallacy, and then he goes, well, now, brothers actually belong to Heather and them belong to or Kim, You guys are in so much shit, Bernard. And it's how fucking mad and stupid the GPS Knight and Bernard LaFagla Chance. It basically proves, after how much bullshit that Bernard spoke, Karen, that the both of you committed murder and covered it up and make a bullshit war story. So I teach the children. You want to prove, Bernard? I teach and help the children and their parents how to win World War III again. And I teach them how to beat me, so they know and how to prepare, how to beat for you, Bernard LaFagla Chance, Dave and Perlita and Harry and your regime. Pitted back for LaCarney. And then that'll help the military and firefighters, doctors and teachers, the tech companies, IHS, Lockheed, JPL, NASA, MTV, PBS, NOAA, CBS, ABC, all those people prove that what they do for a living, the military and all those guys, the police officers, isn't in vain. That what they actually do in the world has some value and it has some worth. That's why I do it. It makes sure they win and their children, so they succeed. I don't need to do some stupid ass shit annoying Carney show for attention. I make it happen. I make it so the children succeed, so the parents succeed.